on? How y'all doing? It's been a while. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Oracle Nurse. I am the only Oracle Nurse that there is, unless someone chooses to study with me. I can be reached at motherturquoise@gmail.com. Um, Quick disclaimer, I'm a mother. I have children. If you hear anything in the background, that's probably them. They might be laughing or being loud. Fast forward. If it's too much for you, if I have to pause for any reason, if I get a phone call, I might have to pause. Feel free to come back. I might make a part 2 if the audio goes out. I'm just giving y'all all the disclaimers, okay? All the just in cases, okay? But I love y'all, and I want to thank everybody who's continued to watch the videos on here, receive and take the messages in, leave positive comments. There's so much. I feel like so many messages and so much I need to give y'all. Like, I've been away for some time now. Just like recovering and resting, okay, recharging, getting those fresh downloads. All right. Sometimes you got to take a little bit of a break, you know. Where do we want to go? I'm so like, I feel very I've been in this really like giving energy lately, but without giving too much of myself. So there could be a lot of you right now who are feeling like you need to give more of yourself. Okay, and there's something about you giving more of yourself at this time, or giving your time or resources, not too much to the point where it exerts you, okay, or exhausts you, um but just enough to where you can start to open up the exchange with the divine, with the equal give and take energy. So I am starting off feeling that really heavy, that give and take, give and take. All right, where do we want to go with this? Ooh, bottom of the deck is compassion. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend. Be a loving comforter who always has your back. Hmm. Hmm. So it's about something about having some sort of compassion for yourself. Okay. Being a better friend to people. Maybe you've been in a situation. You could be in a friendship. You could have a friendship right now that maybe you recognize some of your red flags in the friendship. Okay, you take accountability for some of the things that you've done in a certain friendship. Okay, this is someone who you could have possibly put through a lot of tests. Okay, they have went through the ringer with you. Okay, this person has stood the test of time, stood by your side. This has actually turned out to be a very trustworthy friend. Okay, that's for some of y'all. But for some of you, it's just about like not forcing yourself to have to feel like you have need to be around other people, or not feeling bad or guilty about, turning people away or saying no when you need to. Archangels, please protect us. Ancestors, please guide me and protect me. Thank you. Holy Spirit, God, for my gifts. Please protect me as I channel messages for the collective. Surrender. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion, and it's exhausting trying to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. So there's definitely an energy of you allowing something to take place, allowing something to come in, okay, letting the will be done. jump in at the bottom of the deck. So there's and it's in the reverse. So it says you are being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyways. This is that time. So there's something about you surrendering, okay, to some sort of fresh start. Something that you have been thinking about doing, pondering, and I heard this could have been going on for like the past either 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years. So there's something about you starting over, okay? It says you are being given an opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. This is making me feel like there is some sort of cleansing that is coming over you of your thought process of telling yourself you can't be happy or comfortable in your certain circumstances that you are in, that you can't build off of where you're at. Okay, there's something about you eliminating those thoughts from your brain that tell you that you're not ready, or you need to do this first before you can get that done. You aren't that the abundance and the unlimited supply of abundance is not with you. It's something about you not being fearful of what's next, or feeling like if you take a big risk or a big leap, that spirit won't be there to catch you. Okay, this is about fully trusting in the divine, and taking that big leap and doing what you said you always wanted to do. This could be something that is going to be generational. That's what I heard. Okay. I'm not feeling led to those anymore. I heard as you give, you will receive. So some of you are going to be giving to other people. Again, whether this is like, I don't know, cooking food and giving it to somebody, giving gas money to a relative, or not, not allowing people to use you, but giving. Okay, you're going to be in an energy of giving, and you might not feel like you have a lot to give. Okay, but something's going to hit your spirit and tell you to give. Okay. Passion is igniting in your relationship. Passion is igniting your relationship. Attraction and excitement fuel the connection, bring vitality and energy. So there's a lot of passion that's going on right now. So it's something about you definitely needing to surrender to something that you're very passionate about, or a person you are passionate about. This is like no longer holding back, allowing the divine to run course over this. Somebody is abstaining or withholding. Okay. Creativity. Your creativity is flourishing, allowing you to bring new ideas and perspectives to all areas of your life. So there's something about you surrendering to some sort of passion, some sort of creative space that you really want to go into. Whether this is you surrendering to some sort of job, some sort of goal that you've had, okay, checking off a bucket list, trying something brand new, or experiencing something new with your partner, or maybe a friend. This is about you, again, surrendering to the divine and allowing that passion to whatever this creativity is, allowing the passion for it to overflow. Okay. So a lot of you could be thinking about, some of you are going to be picking up some sort of new hobby. Okay, you could be doing a lot of research. Okay, you could be very creative in how you research things, is what I'm picking up on. Like I'm seeing somebody surf the internet and look for different things, right? I'm seeing like somebody using some sort of filter searching. You could be looking at things that are from lowest to highest. Okay, I'm seeing all those things. I'm also seeing maps. So maps and geography or something like that could be significant for somebody as well. Somebody could be definitely looking up different products and services to use, okay, to help expand some sort of creativity. Because it's something about you have tried, you've tried in the past to look for different ways to complete the task, but it hasn't worked for you. So you've tried either different companies or different opportunities. It's something about you haven't found what fits for you just yet. And then I'm also feeling like you're going to be very surprised by what you do actually, what finds you, okay? But I feel like you're going to find it, but you're going to feel like it also found you. Something's going to like be, you're going to get a nudge, okay? Something's going to tell you to go full-fledged into something. Desire. All right, this is some sort of desire. Somebody, for some of you, there's somebody who's definitely attracted to you, okay, and you pull out their creative side. Somebody really desires you. It says desire is fueling your connection, both emotionally and physically. It represents deep craving for closeness and mutual goals. So not only are you could be connected with someone, not only physically, but I heard spiritually and financially. Also, like your goals are aligning, so you're growing together with someone. This does not have to be romantic. This could be like a friend as well. Okay, you and a friend could be bossing up together or building some sort of business together, or you're doing something that is going to, you're bouncing ideas off of each other. Okay, this is somebody who, for some of you, you know, you enjoy your Sundays together. Okay, you enjoy those peaceful times together, meals together. This is whoever this is. This could be a relative. This does not have to be a friend or a lover. This could be a relative, but it's something about you building a even stronger bond with someone, okay? And you are bouncing ideas off of each other. Because I'm seeing two people like talk over dinner or, you know, have very close conversations. It's almost like you and this person could finish each other's sentences, or you just really mesh well. Like, you two are the closest out of everyone in the family. You two are the closest out of everyone in the community. You and them, or whatever y'all both associate with, you two are the closest to each other. Okay. If there's a friend group, you're closest with this person at your friend group. You really trust this person. This person is motivating you. And they care about you. Yeah, look, empathy. Okay, this person has watched you go through some things. And again, whoever this is about you giving to this person, whether this is your time, resources. You're really showing this person how much you appreciate them, and they are in return. It says you deeply empathize in your relationships, understanding others' feelings, which strengthens your bond and fosters harmony. So you and this person really get each other. Um, Again, you saw this person go through some struggles. You may have saw this person cry at their lowest. This person admires you because even at their lowest, you didn't leave. Okay, this is like someone saying, "Wow, Collective is really loyal. Collective, at when everybody else turned their back, Collective didn't turn their back on me." Somebody really appreciates you and adores you for your loyalty. This definitely feels like a divine union or some sort of connection where it was meant for you both to meet and cross paths. Like this was meant to be. Okay, like this is your mom. Like, yeah, you were strategically placed by the divine to into her womb for her to give birth to you. Okay, something like that. It's like this was the perfect match. All right, so inspiration may be lacking, making your work feel monotonous and uninspiring. It's time to find new sources of motivation. So some of you could be growing very bored. Okay, some of y'all get very bored easy when it comes to work. So this is about, again, I picked up on you might be going, you might want to start a new hobby or some new venture. Okay, something that brings in, and I feel like whatever it is going to bring in money. Not only are you going to enjoy it, but you're going to bring in money from it. This is going to have to do, it's going to require a lot of research on your end, or you're going to be researching or something like that. Because I keep seeing like this filter search. Okay, and it might not be a hobby. It might just be you literally growing a goal, like bringing something into fruition, manifesting something. Okay, manifestation could be a big hobby for you. Okay, or that could be what you're highly interested in. Communicate, talk to the moon, do nothing, take a risk. I feel like it's going to be a good time for a lot of you to go ahead and start praying. I don't know if y'all pray, meditate, or whatever you do. There's something about there needs to be definitely an increase in the prayer. I don't know if y'all are sitting around, y'all not really asking for what you want. There's something about you needing to wake up in the morning, open your eyes, give thanks, or drop down and say a prayer, or whatever it is that you do, give an offering. But also, you know, if you could do it throughout the day, okay, even if you're showering or whatever you're doing, if it runs across your mind to do it, just do it, because there's something that Spirit wants you to ask for. Once you ask for it, it's going to be granted to you. Things are going to start to align and pour in to get you on that path to that goal or that accomplishment that you're trying to get towards. Okay, this big risk again, but you have to surrender. But it also says do nothing. So it literally just requires you to pray, but you're going to move on it, but it's going to feel effortless, is what I feel like. It's going to feel very effortless. Okay, you got the past. So, but the past came out in the reverse. So it almost makes me feel like the past is coming back to you. Something from the past is circling back around. This could have been an opportunity that you missed out on, or something that could have been taken from you, an opportunity that could have been taken, or that you didn't act on, or, you know, maybe you just didn't appreciate it or didn't cherish it, or you weren't responsible enough to handle it. But it's like something's coming back around to give you another chance. Okay. I heard, will you be ready? Will you be ready? Oh, this one right here. Stayed out. Your hard work is paying off. Focus. Yeah, you got some sort of major transformation coming in. You got some sort of major transformation coming in. I feel like you're going to be, like it says, you and your loved ones are safe. So there's going to be some sort of shakeup in your either immediate household, or there's going to be a shakeup in your immediate family, or whatever you consider very close to you. Okay, whether this is just you and your cat, you and your dog, it's going to be some sort of shakeup in the overall. Definitely is giving root in the root chakra. Okay. And I don't necessarily feel like it's going to be a bad thing. But let's get the tarot and find out here. There's something about you. I'm just seeing somebody like move a whole bunch of boxes. Okay. You could be actually moving, or you're just moving a whole lot energetically. Okay. Out in the ethers, in the energy, in your energy field. There's a lot that you're doing behind the scenes. Eventually what you're doing behind the scenes is going to come front and center. It's almost as if you've been making moves behind the scenes and you don't want people to know, or you've been very careful about the moves that you're making. Because I'm just literally seeing somebody just take a whole bunch of squares and just, I don't know, but then it's like, as you're shuffling these squares, there's like something behind you. It's like almost like somebody is like putting a puzzle together with squares, like square puzzle together, and it's like a screen behind them, behind their back. And as they're putting the squares, rearranging the squares, the screen in front of them, it's behind their back though. The screen is behind their back, but it's facing an audience, or it's facing the public, but you're behind the scenes. This is why I feel like behind the screen, behind the scenes, you're doing things. Okay. But as you're doing things, you're producing something great. I'm also seeing somebody who's putting together like costume pieces and wardrobe pieces and doing makeup and hair. And this is like somebody who's like a creative. who's behind the scenes and making a lot of moves, and you're going to produce something like fantastic, some sort of work of art. It's almost as if people are going to sit back and be like, wow, I wonder who, I know you did this. Like, it's almost like people are going to be in at awe at how you manifested something, okay? Because it's giving me like somebody could be like an alchemist, or you've manifested something, you put a lot of things in alignment, okay? But you lined them up. It was like shifting of boxes, but you lined them up like really perfect. And now the audience, your family, the neighborhood, the community is going to see that you haven't just been sitting still, you've been doing something. So there's going to be a shock factor about how fast you've been moving when people thought you were stagnant. This is like you're going to be shocking a lot of people at what you can do creatively behind the scenes. Okay, this is like somebody thinking like, oh, I don't know, such and such only knows how to do hair, but then you pop out and you know how to do hair, makeup, wardrobe. You're doing the whole nine, right? All right, I got the Queen of Swords. What's going on with the Queen of Swords? The Four of Pentacles. And why the Four of Pentacles? The Seven of Pentacles. So you're really like with the Queen of Swords, okay, with the Queen of Swords to the Four of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles. Again, this is like you're really holding back on a lot of knowledge. Yeah, Eight of Swords in reverse. You're really like, I feel like you've been like holding back some sort of, it's not that you've been holding back your potential, because you're actually utilizing your potential. It's like you've been holding back from other people, but this is like on a different level. Okay, this is like you are staying to yourself. You're not bothering anybody. You're staying in your own lane. You're doing your own thing, and then bam, your work pays off. It goes gold. It goes platinum. It's just like something pops off. Something pops off. Like, sorry, y'all, my eyes itching. But it's like you've been working hard behind the scenes. But this is like you're not what meets the eye, is what I heard. My eyes itching. It's like you're not people are in like disbelief. Okay, the Emperor. Two of Swords. Why the Two of Swords? The Ace of Swords. Yeah. With the King of Wands. So I feel like you are, as you're working behind the scenes and you're withholding this secret, it's like somebody's like, you either got the secret sauce, you got the secret recipe. People are going to be trying to figure out like, how did you do this? How did you make this happen? Because I feel like there's a lot of chatter, there's a lot of talk, because of course you've been missing. You haven't really been on the scene like that, or you know, you've kind of been off doing other endeavors, and you've been very consistent. There's an energy about, there's something about somebody being very consistent to the point of disbelief. Like somebody's in disbelief at how consistent you are, but yet how calmly you contain or hold yourself, like how you carry yourself. You carry yourself so calmly, but you're so consistent in your work. And I heard charting new territory. So now it's like somebody's going to be a bit intimidated by you and this new manifestation that you are coming out with, that you have been producing in the background, cooking up. somebody's going to be very intimidated by this, because it's giving me an energy of someone saying, feeling like, oh, collective was able to do that and still stay over here at the same time. This is about, again, I just feel like there's going to be some sort of decision that is going to be made. You're going to get the victory in it with the Ace of Swords. Somebody's coming up with some sort of conclusion about you. I mean, and the conclusion is that you're doing great things, and it's almost like it's confusing. Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be leaving, yeah. Page of Wands. Ace of Cups. To Temperance. Yeah. You're going to be going into a time where all of these things that you are producing behind the scenes, when they blossom, when they grow, when whoever this is becomes intimidated by you, because you were able to stay in your area and conquer another area, or build off of something so small. Because it's almost as if someone purposely could have given you something small, or you didn't have enough. Again, so it's like like I said in the beginning, you're removing those blockages or that fear in your mind that tells you you're not ready yet, or you're removing something that tells you you don't have enough. So it's almost as if to others you're making something out of nothing, but you're moving so quick, but you look so still at the same time. It's so confusing, y'all. Like, if you could see what I saw, it's like a stop. Like, I'm amazed at this person that I'm looking at, because I'm seeing somebody who can pay the bills, stay at home, go grocery shopping, take care of their health, get their hair done, take care of family members, go on a vacation, change their job, lessen their hours, increase their hours. It's something about you just all over the place. Somebody's all over the place. Okay. Or you're switching cars. You're doing something very rapid. But it's like either your coworkers don't know what's going on. As somebody who's in a position of authority, who thinks that you think on a smaller scale because of what you have, okay? They can see what you have on paper. So they don't think that your mind expands as far as what they see on this paper. Okay, like this is like your boss saying that you only make, I don't know, $10 an hour or whatever it is. So they don't think that your mind can expand past $10 an hour. This is like somebody who makes minimum wage or making a basic wage, but then they're opening up a freaking skyrocket. They're a contractor in a skyrocket. They're an investor. Okay, they have a major investment and they're a realtor on the side, and they're just booming properties, but they're still coming into this 9 to 5. Or this is like somebody who stays in this, maybe you stay in, I don't know, you could stay in a van, okay? You stay in this van, you've been living on the road or whatever, it doesn't matter, apartment, van, wherever you stay at. But slowly but surely you stay in the van, but you choosing to stay in this van, and people are talking about you staying in this van, and they don't think that you have the money. Meanwhile, you have an account that's growing, okay? Or you're investing into some sort of home. Some you could be building like a homestead, or something about you expanding or building, and you're not what meets the eye. You're making these major moves behind the scenes, and it's like it's too fast for people to pick up on. It's like, even if you're a reader, some of y'all on here might be readers. Someone thinks, oh, you're just a reader. Okay, you don't do nothing else but come on here and read. But they saw you out. Maybe a person saw you out in maybe a viewer sees you out in person, and they like, what? Like, you drive that? Or it's like your friends and family might think that you work a job, but you're really a reader and you're making money off of that, and they're trying to figure out like, hold on, if you work here, how are you able to make this? It's something about you, again, just wowing people. And this comes after a long time of feeling left out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles. This is somebody with this Page of Pentacles. This is like somebody who's giving, again, you're like giving one little small opportunity. Ace of Cups, it turns into this major opportunity. You turn it into something like emotionally fulfilling, something that is going to overflow. It balances you emotionally with the Temperance. Seven of Swords, Three of Swords. I feel like somebody could possibly, yeah, look at this, Five of Wands. So it's like when you pop off, right? I'm laughing because if you knew what people said, not even that you care, right? I'm laughing because it's like if you understood and you knew what people thought about you, okay? You would laugh too, because it's almost as if I'm hearing the thoughts of other people, okay? And then I'm also seeing like them getting very upset at this new move that you're making and them not being content with what they have. Meanwhile, yeah, with the Magician in the reverse, like they feel like they're not manifesting. They feel like their prayers aren't being answered. Okay, this is like someone accusing you of saying you know, doing something illegal, or just feeling like, why you and not me? This is jealousy at its purest form. And I know that's a very watered down way to put it, but it's just people are going to be upset at how they viewed you versus what you were actually capable of doing. So this is like you inviting people over to your new place and them thinking about what they perceive the new place to look like versus what they get to see when they see it. Okay, this is like word of mouth. Like this is people going back home and arguing with other people around them because they aren't able to manifest like you're able to manifest. This is somebody, these are people who aren't content with themselves. Okay, these are people who are going to be getting into arguments over you and what you were able to accomplish, because a lot of people are comparing themselves to you, and they're like, well, if Collective can do it, why I can't do it? Because they thought of you so low on the totem pole. It's almost like they felt bad for you. Okay, like Charity, like, and this might sound bizarre, but it's like some people thought that, oh, you know, Collective lost this. Okay, Collective's been sad. He or she's had so many losses. I feel so bad for them. And it's like they were almost thinking that life should have chewed you up and spit you out, or they thought that you were going to allow it to happen, but you didn't. This is what's going to make a lot of people upset. This is weird. Like somebody's going to feel like you took their idea. And it's like you didn't even take that idea because it was your idea to start with. This could be somebody saying, oh, I was going to get that car. They knew I was going to get that car. They got it. They got it for them. They knew I wanted it. But it was like you've been saying, first of all, you may or may not have said it to me. Okay, Collective woman, like you may or may not have said it to me. This doesn't have to be a car, y'all. It could be anything. Maybe we talked about it in casual conversation, but I didn't make this move for you. I made this move for me. Okay, somebody's going to just feel as if they want to copy and paste your life, or your life should be theirs, which is very weird. The Moon, what's hidden? Ten of Cups. Look at this. Four of Wands. I told you, it's like You're doing something behind the scenes. Oh my God, y'all, look, 10 of freaking Pentacles. You're doing something behind the scenes that's going to make you very fulfilled. This is about you shh, 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 being quiet right now. Somebody say, what? That's hilarious. Going back and then getting into arguments because of dissatisfaction. Exactly. It's like, this is why a lot of people can't look you in your face. Okay. This is why when you go into the room, you can feel the fakeness. People can barely, they don't call and check on you. They're not asking how you doing. It's almost as if, again, they're thinking right now what you're about to do. What a lot of y'all are about to do is surprise these people. Don't be surprised if they start checking on you now or after, when this big manifestation pop off. What's hidden behind the scenes is this 10 of Cups. There's something being paved for you. There's something being, I heard structured, planned, laid out. There's something that the divine is really putting together for you that you're going to love. Okay, and it's going to be exactly what you need. And for some of you, you're going to be able to afford it, or it's going to give you a big peace of mind. Okay, this could be a job, okay, where it gives you a better peace of mind. This could be a home, a car, a opportunity, but you're being told to hide it. You're going to have to. It's going to be a lot going on behind the scenes, because there's not going to be a lot of communication that you have with the people you used to have communication with. Four of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Like, it don't get no better than that across the freaking board. This is like wish fulfillment. This is celebration. This is groundbreaking. This is like generational. This is something that is going to set you up, your kids up for life. So this is something that's going to set you up for the rest of your life. Okay, whatever you're doing, you're doing something major. Okay, your planning is about to start. You're about to start. This is like after a long journey of no's. Okay, after a long journey of, well, let me move this over here. Maybe I could do that. Well, let me move this. It's something about you. Like, somebody could be like moving their finances around, right? Like, let me move this over here. Well, let me open up this bank account. Let me separate this money. Well, let me do this. Let me save over here. Let me do this. So it's like it's a lot of moving. Okay, a lot of movement. A lot of sacrifices. This could have been a very, very long road. Very long time. Look at this. Magician. Came out in the reverse. But why the Magician here? Yeah. Magician versus the 7 of Wands. This is black. For some of you, this is dark black magic being blocked. Okay, 7 of Wands. This is your ancestors stepping in. Look, you're going to be celebrating. Your ancestors are stepping in. 10 of Swords. They're putting an end to some sort of blockage that was put over your finances, or some sort of blockage or fear that was placed in your mind that people wanted to put over your life. Okay, people were saying little things or whispers or gossip around you, talking about how bad they felt for you, or talked about how you, maybe some of y'all had to downsize, okay, or some of y'all had to downgrade. Some of y'all could have gotten demoted. Some of y'all could have gotten fired. Some of y'all could have gotten kicked out. Some of y'all could have gotten repossessed. Some of y'all could have lost y'all mind, okay? For some of y'all, okay, some of y'all had to flip out. Don't matter, across the board, okay? This is about people looking at you and perceiving you in one light. You're working behind the scenes, creating some sort of masterpiece, which eventually gets pieced together into something beautiful that everybody gets to see, and they are dissatisfied with their lives, and there's going to be arguments around what you create. because it was no way that you were supposed to get this far. It was no way that you were supposed to be the shining star. It was no way that you were supposed to get this blessing, this manifestation that is coming. There's no way. And it's going to even surprise you. But all you need to do is keep your head down and keep going. Keep doing whatever the shuffling that you're doing. Keep shuffling. Because again, I feel like it's effortless. It doesn't take a lot out of you. Okay? This is day to day. This is like I get up. This is somebody who might say, okay, this might not be for everybody, but this is like somebody getting up and saying, all right, I said I want to lose weight. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm tired of going to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym no more. I can't do it. But you still get up. Then see, Christmas time, we're going to the New Year. You see the same people who've been saying, oh my God, I feel so bad for you. They so overweight. You've been saying they look bad. They look bad. And then they see you and you look good and they surprised. Or this is somebody saying, oh, collective being kicked out, or collective have been very emotionally unstable, and then they see you and you look better than ever and everybody look washed up. Okay? Because you went to your doctor's appointments and you saw your therapist and you made sure you had fruits and vegetables in your refrigerator, you're eating your salad, you're drinking your water, okay? You're paying your bills, you just staying in a constant flow of things, right? So then it starts to pay off on the whatever you put in on the inside is paying off on the outside. Okay, that positive self-talk, telling yourself, I might have a little bit, but I can make a lot out of it. That's going to take you a long way. It's going to catapult you past a lot of these people who are talking. Yeah, so you take a leap of faith with the Fool card. You take this big leap of faith. You see that? And you go into some sort of celebratory mode. These are your ancestors celebrating you because they're going to carry you through. Long time of feeling defeated, okay? Or feeling like you never really had a solid support system. I feel like you did at one point, okay? These could have been loved ones that could have passed away, okay? The ones that really cared, okay? Or the ones that do care, you could be at a distance from them. So you could be like in a new space area where people around you, like it's like your coworkers, of course they don't care, right? Or, certain family members and friends, of course they don't care. But this is like after a time of having to do something on your own, right? Accomplishing things and feeling like you can't finish them. Okay, accomplishing things and then you feel like they don't, again, they just sit on the shelf and they don't go nowhere. This is about you redirecting the brain and saying, okay, well, if I accomplish this big thing and I saw it through to the end and it didn't work out, or for some reason it's not working out or it's sitting on the shelf, let me not tell myself that that's the only option. Let me reframe, rewire my thinking into a different direction. This is where I feel like in the past, you've stayed stagnant, you felt stuck because you used to stay it's almost like you used to pick at one thing, just keep picking at it, whatever this thing you was so focused on. So now you're learning life is about options. If you utilize those options, who's to say the option you thought was going to take you far, if you would have still been stuck on that and not moved to option B or C, you wouldn't be as far as you are right now, right? And it's about not allowing people to tell you what option you should take. Because, yeah, your option A, and you telling them, you involving them, like, oh, yeah, I got option A going on. I'm about to go do option A. Option A gonna get me far. Option A gonna bring some money in the house. Option A is the play. Option A, that's the motion, that's the move. And you done got everybody around you so excited and so hyped up, and they involved. And then when you pull back and you say, okay, option A then, option A is grayed out. Option A is trickling. Option A is running short. Well, I know I got B and C, but I done told everybody I'm gonna do option A. And this is an opportunity for everybody to look at me in a certain light. Who cares? I feel like you're telling yourself, like, who cares? Let them feel let down. Because when you pull off option B and option B take you way past option A and quicker and faster, that's the option. That's where you're gonna go. You're going to realize something there. Okay, Two of Cups. Some sort of connection, some sort of union, some sort of partnership, something's coming in, some sort of agreement. Let's sit down at the table. Let's pull these contracts out. Let's get these pens going. All right. Let's get this computer. Let's get these this keyboard to clicking. There's something about a transition. Okay, a movement, an approval, because I'm seeing a green check. Meeting of the minds. Justice. Four of Swords. I ain't lying when I say it. Bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune. I ain't lying. This is something. This is like something coming in. You partnering with someone. You're going into a venture with someone. Option B or C. Okay. You're going into the situation with someone, or you're collaborating with a company. You're collaborating with a salesman. You're collaborating with a builder. You're collaborating with a partner, something like that. You're going into a situation where there's a lot of communication, collaboration, giving of your information, social security number, ID, phone number, address. It's like you are processing information, or you're giving your information over to someone. This puts you in a state where you're going to be able to relax. Because after a time, I feel like with the Four of Swords, this comes after time of you being behind the scenes again, getting denied, or going here, going there, doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, right? Or pitching yourself to other people, or convincing, trying to sway people to understand your vision or buy into what you're selling. This is like a buyout for somebody, okay? But the Wheel of Fortune comes in, and this is like you're going to get what you asked for and some. Yeah. Three of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles. These are delayed blessings. Okay, there was some sort of delay in blessings that should have came to you a while ago. There was something about a momentum of you looking again. You were on some sort of streak of consistency that is paying off. This is like somebody planting a whole bunch of rows of corn and, again, moving them blocks around. This is what I'm saying, a lot of movement. This is like somebody moving through rows of corn, planting vegetables, planting. And then before you know it, you look up. Your stuff's sprouting. And you look up like, oh, okay, I see something sprouting. I'm going to keep going, though. But this is like something's going to stop you. Something's going to say, all right, I know what you wanted for this first row of corn. You had it at this price. I'm going to give you double for this first price. And now you like, hold on, this whole first row of corn, I got 15 more rows right here. But just for this first row, you going to pay me this much, or you going to give me this amount? All right, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sit down. Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to sit down. The divine is going to be speaking to you. Look. Hangman. I'm going to sit down. Yeah, Page of Cups, a blessing come in. This is like something that comes in, again, that's affordable. That's I keep hearing sustainable. So something that you can make money off of too. Come on, man. Anything else? The Lovers. Okay, what about them? Y'all, I cannot make this up. It popped out again. The Lovers with the Wheel of Fortune. Y'all go ahead and get that money. Get that coin. Six of Pentacles. Get your money. Nine of Swords. In the reverse. This is going to take you out of some state of feeling like, I've been trying all my life. I've been at this whole time. This is like a closing to a chapter in your life that it's not even a closing, because it's so much more you're going to be able to build off of this. But this is like a breath of fresh air. This is like, finally. This is like, what? You mean to tell me I didn't have to do twice the amount of work that I did for option A with option B, and option B gonna give me this? This is like, finally, right? You wiping the sweat off your forehead. You get to sit down for a little bit. You get to put your feet up. Something is feels like it fell out of the freaking sky. Okay, you know what they're saying? When pigs fly, yeah, pigs is gonna be flying for you, because this is unbelievable. Again, people around you are going to be shocked. You're going to have people who want to come along with you, people who are going to chatter. That's just what people do. All right, I don't want them. Let's go here. I'm gonna close this out. Imagine solutions. Those solutions is the A, B, and C. Because it doesn't say imagine the solution. It says imagine solutions with an S. So this is like you needing to open up your rewire, open up your brain, look at the paths, because there's more than one path. Be patient. Okay, forgive and forget. I'm just gonna take these two. I'm gonna look at the bottom of this too. That's it. Accept disappointments gracefully. Take the lead. Retreat. Option A didn't work out, right? Option A didn't work out. It sat on the shelf. It got dusty. It went gray. It got dried out. It was uninteresting. You tried. You did the best you could. Nothing came of it. Okay, you went through the whole process just to get told no, just to get a door slammed in your face. You went to all the interviews. Okay, and at the end of the interviews, they said, well, actually, we're going to go with somebody else. But you went through, they had you go through all 3 interviews. And they, this is like somebody feeling like, okay, I went through the program. Okay, I went to, you could have went to school for multiple years. You could have ran this business for multiple years. You could have did this certain thing for multiple years, right? Or multiple months, or process. It's like a prolonged process. All right, option A. Didn't work out. You rewired your brain, you got up, you found option B. You stop listening to pessimistic people, the ones that's that's not satisfied with their life, the ones that's arguing in the background about what they don't have, what you have versus what they don't have, the ones that feel bad for you, okay? You dust them off, okay? And you sit there and you say, now, I know I got everybody hyped up about option A. I knew I was hyped up about option A. I just knew, like, I've been wanting to do option A since I was little. Or I thought option A since I've been doing option A for so long. It's no way I'm going to go this route. Option B, step in. Option B, be patient, right? Or this is like, or C, be patient. Forgive and forget. So a lot of people could have hurt you along the way when you was in option A, right? You could have put up with more than what you should have put up with. Or you could have went through the ringer, right? You could have had to fight people just to get to option A. Or fight for option A. Or, you could have felt very... Option A could have made you feel a little bitter, okay? A little bit defeated, a little bit upset because you put so much into it. Spirit is saying forgive yourself and forgive the people who you could have wasted your time. Maybe you never really waste your time because it's always a lesson, right? But you could have felt like you wasted some of your time. You could have felt like people waste your time. Or you could have felt like, wronged in some way, right? Or not appreciated the way you should have been appreciated. With option A, Spirit is saying forgive and forget that whole situation. Okay? Take the lead. This is you again. Those rows of corn I'm talking about. The shuffling. This is you continuing behind the stage, doing XYZ, still going, still moving, still generating, right? This is about you understanding that you're about to, what was that? 4 swords. I think it was 4 swords. But this is about you coming to a place where you're going to go off, okay, away from the crowd. You're about to be paid or get more or be approved for something more than what you thought you were. Again, that's affordable, that can generate more money, that you can build off of even more. This is going to put you in a state where you are going to retreat or be put at rest or at ease your mind. All right, that's it. I don't have nothing else for y'all. Soul wisdom. And the key holder. I know that's right. Yeah, you could be getting the keys or something. But this is it. This is all. Things are about to open up for you. I hope y'all excited, okay? MotherTurquoise@gmail.com for personal reads. I love you all. Peace.